In the center here you have the crescent moon. It weighs 23 tons. He had steps on the back and a ladder going up, and he used to love to sit up there in the center, and he could wave at people out on the highway or wave at anyone here in the park, and he thoroughly enjoyed that. Plus the fact he was a lumberjack. The doctors informed him at that time that he had contracted a minor case of tuberculosis and also of arthritis, and they informed him that what he should do was to come here to South Florida and lie in the sun. So I came here. He made this little round number with the 3 pillows on it. You cover with a sheet or a pad and lie in the sun. And this, plus the assistance of a Mrs. Moser, who was one of the early inhabitants down here, who was sort of an angel of mercy. She nursed him back to health along with the help of the sun, and he managed to cure himself of the tuberculosis and was able to keep his arthritis at bay. The North Star could be found in this quadrant during the winter time, spring, summer, and fall. And then you line these crosshairs up with the crosshairs up there. And if you have a good clear night, without the traffic lights and the city lights and what have you, you can see the North Star. It means a happy life, full life, a complete life. It can also be the Star of David. However, he was raised Lutheran and Russian Orthodox, so we discount that, but we do believe that the Star of David is derived from the Egyptian 6-pointed star. Anyhow, okay, we have the time is told from here to here, and it's a little bit after 12 o'clock. You check your watches.
I got one, yeah.
Well, no, this is standard time.
Oh, okay.
We haven't had a chance to move this to get in the...
No, but you got to keep up.
Yeah, I know. Anyhow, you get your time from here and here, and but it's made to run from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And he felt those were only decent hours and a decent person should work. And I think it's an excellent idea. I've been trying to convince them here of that, but they won't hear it. Anyhow, it has the curvature, the same percent curvature as the curvature of the Earth, only it's reversed. And as far as we know, this is the only sundial like it anywhere in the world.
I would think.
Thank you for help. Thank you for the help. He dug down to the water table, and he found that the water down there was a constant 55 degrees year-round. So consequently, he was able to take perishable food and put it in glass jars, put a rope around it, and sink it down in there, and that would keep his food from fresh or whatever. You notice we have some fish down in there, little fish, and they're down there to help keep the mosquito population down. Anyhow, he could attach a bucket here, and he could bring the bucket up or down, and this is where he got his drinking water and his cooking water and his bath water. And every day he would come and get water from here and bring it over here to his bathtub. And his bathtub was specifically made for him. He made it for himself, custom made. The pond out here, he had a pond just like this. And he raised fish and bred fish and bartered off some of the extra fish. His pond was destroyed over time, and we replaced it with this pond. It's built on his old foundation. It's the same size, same shape as the pond that he had. Every man's house was his palace, and it should have a throne room. There's a throne he built for himself. If you'd like to go up there and pass a few laws, you're welcome to. Should ever end a day on a sorry note, they should always be happy and joyous. But if they did have an argument, or a disagreement, or a feud, or a fuss, or fight, whatever, they'd come here and sit down. They didn't have to look at each other, they could look away, and they could sit there and they'd rock, and they'd rock, and they'd rock, until such time as they settled their problem. And after they settled their problem, they'd come over here to the love seat, and they could bill and coo and smooch and carry on. And they had a table out here where they could have dinner or dessert or drinks, what have you, and that would settle all their problems.